Okay, so we're gonna drive to downtown and to a popular park nearby from the house. So you can see the house is right here. Okay. So you just go right out to the main street. Right on that corner there is a brewery. I think it's fairly newer. Got that one. This section of downtown that we just drove by, a lot of the buildings are starting to get repurposed for trendier things. A lot of businesses went out of that area. Now things are starting to come back. This stoplight is pretty much your entrance into like the downtown, more the historic area. If you turn right at the next stoplight, that is like the main street, and that's where you've got restaurants, other bars, art places, things like that. They close that down on the first Friday of every month, and they do a First Friday down there. It's really, really popular. We're going to go left. So this little area is around the bayou. You've got these beautiful historic homes down here. Brick paved streets, very bumpy. They're cute. Okay, so this is the bayou. The manatees come in here every winter. They do like Christmas light boat shows. Anyways, this is where a lot of the things go on down here. We're just gonna drive around it. So the house is literally like maybe 5 blocks from this park. So you could walk here from the house. You could kayak in there. All the pretty houses. They do art shows down here. They call it the fruit bowl down here because most of the streets are named after fruits, so pineapple, lime, lemon, that kind of stuff. So here you've got the boat launch. You can see some kayakers coming in. I will see if I can actually make it back to the house this way. Testing me. But yeah, you'll get dolphins up in here, the manatees. It's just very, very peaceful. For the most part, Tarpon Springs, the home values are on the low end, and like the single family, usually about in the 400s into the millions. So it's definitely a desirable place to be buying a house. So being able to buy a duplex that close to downtown I think it's a real deal. And so actually right down this little alley, this is what takes you to the back of the property at the very end down there, where that truck is actually pulling out. And this street coming up is where the house is. So you can see how close it is to everything. Very good location. Okay, I just realized you probably don't know this area well. I'm gonna take you by one of the main tourist attractions, which is the sponge docks. So we're back at the spring. Before we went around the other way, so we're just a block away where we turned last time. This time we're gonna go this way. Again, I just love these houses. This one just got renovated. It was really fun to watch them do that. So we're gonna go through this old neighborhood. If you look on the map, we are just like right next to where the sponge docks are. This is another good area to buy in if we can find one. They're not, you know, they just don't come up that often in the right areas. So I would say the sponge docks are another 5 to 8 minutes farther away from the home, from like where downtown is, but still within like, you know, 10 minutes, I would say, of the house. Street light right there is that main road that I was on earlier talking about businesses. Okay, so basically Tarpon Springs is kind of known as being like little Greek town. It's tons of Greeks moved here back in the day to do the sponge harvesting. There's a whole history about it. Needless to say, you have amazing Greek food down here. A lot of the Greek culture, it's just delicious. Then you've got a lot of like tourist shops to check out. This is a really popular restaurant. It's really cute because you'll go by the cafes and you'll see all the old Greek men sitting out and having their coffees. And then they've got some of the old fishing boats that were literally in use. Oh, don't. Sorry. Come on. There's also cruises that you can take out of here, very simple ones that you can go and see dolphins. You can watch somebody go and literally harvest a sponge off the bottom of the water. So it keeps going on down that way for quite a ways. We're kind of right in the middle of the street, so I'll show you this direction. So restaurants, shops, old Greek men, and yeah, cruises. They can get really busy down here. That was about half of, maybe not even half, maybe that was like a third of the street, but it's more of the same of stores and restaurants. So I'm gonna go the other direction. I'm gonna pause it. Well, no, we'll keep going. And then you can see how long it takes to get to the downtown street from taking the main road. They sell a bunch of those Adirondacks if you want one. that's the Jolly Trolley. So it actually starts in Tarpon Springs right here on the left, and then it takes you all the way down to St. Pete. You can get on and off throughout the day. Like in the peak season, they come so frequently, like every 15 minutes. So you get off in Tarpon Springs, you get off Clearwater, Palm Harbor. They have so many, it's like a bus, right? But it's a trolley, and it's cute, and it's open aired, and yeah, you can get like an all-day pass and just get on and off and go all around Pinellas County, which is pretty cool. So when I was showing you the video coming from the house, we turned, where's my finger? We turned that way to go towards the spring. Now we're turning the other direction to go into the heart of downtown. Oh, seriously? There's a wine bar. So I'm trying to read them out. Oh, there's a sheriff. Okay, sheriff is gone. Then my neighbor owns a very cute art studio right on the left there. Some really yummy restaurants. Tarpon Springs is trying to tap into the brewery scene, so they've come out with several breweries in the last few years. I'm not a beer drinker, can't tell you how good they are. There's an old sports bar there, and yeah, there's a couple new restaurants here on the right. I haven't tried them out yet, but they look cute. Anyways, so now we're kind of leaving the downtown, but that's Tarpon Springs.